So today we're going to talk about why we regret helping some of our people. So stay tuned. And for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Tim Ford Jr. and I help my people invest, return, and rebuild in Africa. Welcome to the show. What's going on, world? Welcome back to T3 and Me. It's your man Tim Ford Jr. here. And today I'm here with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Siobhan Ford. Karibu, Mrs. Ford.
That's
welcome.
Nice.
Yes, welcome. So like we said in the beginning of the video, today we're going to talk about why we regret helping some of our people. It's unfortunate that we have to use the word regret, but today we want to give you guys a little bit of story time and tell you guys why what we've been experiencing and what we are actually currently experiencing and dealing with. So we just want to, keep it real with you guys and give you guys insight to see what really goes on when it comes to leading and helping people back to the motherland.
Like, this is not even something we want to do. Like, I ain't gonna say it's a waste of our time, but it is. It's not, because it's warning the people, and it's challenging these entities and spirits that are really working behind these people. Because in everything, you have to look at the spirit and the entity and the principality that's operating in these people. But that's the only reason why we're doing these videos, is just to expose these spirits and entities that latch on to. Anytime you're given a mission and an assignment and a purpose from the Most High, you can just pretty much expect for it to be total chaos and warfare until you get to that you realize your goal, your end result. You're going to face so many challenges along the way. And unfortunately, these challenges and entities come in the form of human beings, whether it's old people, young people, cousin, auntie, brother. Like, people are allowing themselves to be willing vessels to be used by Satan. And so today we want to talk about what we're going through. And it's not even just us, it's a lot of people who are in the movement, who are helping people repatriate back to Africa, who are going through similar experiences. But let's get to it. As you all know, we did a video, what was it, like 6 months ago?
Yeah, about
about 6 months ago on I think it's called African American Retiree. What's the name of the video?
We'll tag it so y'all can
I forget the name of the video, but it's basically called something about African American retiree moves to Tanzania or moves to the eco village or something to that effect. We'll post the actual title of the video. But as I'm sure most of y'all have seen that video. If you haven't, you can go watch it after this video. But an older lady reached out to us. She had been following our channel for since the beginning, since the viral video with T3. Since the beginning. And she said that the Most High told her to connect with us and to get land in the eco village.
Yeah, there was some things that was not sure, but I trusted the Most High.
Yeah.
And I trusted him to send me to people that were trustworthy.
Yes, ma'am.
And he guided me to you all. And I trusted you all through him.
Amen.
I didn't know y'all, but I trusted him through y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
And I knew that he would not lead me down the wrong path.
Yes, ma'am. Amen. And now we're here. Yes. That's the thing, man. You gotta have faith when you're doing this type of work, man. No, there's so much uncertainty that comes in this thing, even with with us helping others. Sometimes we help people and you don't get the same reciprocity in return after you help. But you still have to take that chance and help the person, because God is calling you to help the person. God put it in you to help the person. So you still have to have that faith. Well, yeah, you're here and we are able to walk around your land. What type of visions do you have?
So she scheduled a repatriation consultation with us. So we said, okay, cool. So we did the consultation with her, and she said she was interested in getting land. So we said, okay. So we went through the whole process, got her, did the consultation with her, purchased the land for her, and she said her sister was coming with her too. Her older sister, her sister's like, I want to say probably like in her upper 60s or 70s or something like that. Her elderly sister also was going to be coming with her. So she wanted us to basically like help them both get over here and get the land and move into the village and everything like that. And so we did that. Let's fast forward to her arrival here. So up until like the point where she came in August of 2023. So it hasn't even been a year yet that she's been here. She came here in August of 2023. And we helped her like the entire way of we literally we treated these people like they was basically like grandma to us. Like we took her in like she was our own grandmother. Like y'all know how y'all do y'all grandmothers, like y'all baby them, like y'all be calling them on the phone, y'all be saying you good, like you need anything, like doing everything for them as you should. You're supposed to take care of the elderly. So she didn't have to do anything. She said when she first got her, she wanted to move directly to Bagamoyo and get a home, rent out a home for her and her sister. So we was like, are you sure? Because Bagamoyo is kind of slow, you know, like we're building a project here and things are going on here, but it's not like Dar es Salaam, the major city. And, you know, sometimes it can be like a hard adjustment for people to jump straight from America to Bagamoyo. So we usually will recommend people to go to the city first, Dar es Salaam, and then make their way out here. But some people, they like country bumpkins, or like they're used to the country, and so they want to just come straight out to the country, or they want to be next to us. Usually it's a mixture of both. So she said no, she wanted to come out here. She wanted to be next to us. She wanted to be close to the project. So we said, okay, cool. So we took the time out of our day to go multiple days, weeks, to find her a beautiful home. We found her here in Tanzania. We visited, we'll show y'all the video. We visited like, I want to say like 4 or 5 different properties, like to go and try to find her the perfect place for her. So we found a spot, and you know, we sent her the video. We like, look, let us know what you think about this. She said it was good, but she wanted us to come down on the price a little bit. So we negotiated with the lady, the landowner, to get the price down to the price that they could afford. So we said, okay, cool. So she wanted a house that was fully furnished. So it was fully furnished, but there were some things that she still needed. So she was like, well, I want to get a TV. I want to get furniture and, you know, like cleaning supplies and everything like that. So I took the time out of my day to go to Dar es Salaam. Mind you, we live in Bagamoyo, which is like a whole hour and a half away from the city, depending on where you're going, sometimes 2 hours. So y'all know we're busy. Like we have a lot going on. We have multiple businesses and everything. So I took the time. This is something that I do out the kindness of my heart, because the Most High told us to do this to help his people come back. So I went down to Milimani Mall and I went and found her a TV, went and got all her household supplies, got her pillows and whatever else it was that she needed, pots and pans and everything. And then there wasn't a stove or a fridge in the house. So she was like, can you give me a stove and a fridge or whatever? Because I want to be able to cook and put my things in the fridge. So we said, okay. So we wound up negotiating with the landowner to put in a fridge and a stove in there for free, if she paid for 6 months up front. So she didn't even have to pay for the stove or the fridge. So we got the stuff, went and found a truck and had it delivered to the house from Dar es Salaam to Bagamoyo. Boom, that's done. So, you know, I messaged her. I'm like, we got everything. Like, the house is good to go. And then she's like, on the way here, on the plane, she's like, oh, because I had already told her that the house wasn't going to be ready until it was going to be like a week or it was going to be like a few days after her arrival. The house wasn't going to be ready because they still had to do some little minor adjustments. They had to fix some things within the house and everything. So, and put in the fridge and the stove. So I said, it's going to take them like 3 or 4 days to get everything done. So she said, okay. So she's texting me while she's on the way, on the plane, like, oh, where are we going to stay at? So I'm like, what? Like, I already told you that you had to get a hotel or Airbnb for the first, 3 or 4 days before you get here until the house is ready. So she didn't understand that. So I wound up going online. I'm like, all right. So I sent her a couple of Airbnbs and some hotels and like, let me know which one you want to get. I'll go ahead and book it for you with my own money, and then you can just reimburse me when you get here, because she was in the middle of traveling, through the airplanes and everything. You know how that is. It's hectic. So we arranged for her transport for somebody to pick up her and her sister from the airport, and she wound up picking a hotel in Dar es Salaam to stay at, Giraffe Beach Hotel. So she stayed there for a few days with her sister, and then when the house is ready, we like, all right, the house is ready. So we had a ride come and pick her up from the hotel and bring her to her home. She moved in. She was good. During this time, we developed a relationship because she was living right up the street. She still lives right up the street from us. Because she said she wanted to be next to us to feel safe. So we found her a spot right up the street from us. So we was over there all the time, like helping her. When you first get here, you got to get acclimated. You got to learn how to do the power, the internet. You got to learn how everything works because it's completely different. It's a different system. Yeah. So we were over there showing her how to set up everything, and we put her in touch with
our Swahili teacher.
Yeah.
Our brother who teaches our Swahili course, we actually introduced them to each other and got them a discounted rate so that they can be able to learn Swahili
I think they were paying like what, $2 or something? $2 a session or something like that. And then you got them in touch with his friends, from his basketball friends, who basically would help them.
Yeah, I had some people that actually literally like would take time out of the day. If they called, I knew we would be busy, so I put some of my brothers that I play basketball with in position, and sisters, to help them out when they needed. You know, when I couldn't be around, just call them and they'll help you out. So they would take them to get their phones, internet, anything that they need to get taken care of. Our people would help them out, and we even attempted to go and start a homeschooling cohort there. Like we tried to come together, and I tried to take T3.
They was teachers.
Yeah, we were told that they were teachers. One of them was a teacher, and they would be willing to help me develop something so that we could teach T3 during homeschool. So we attempted to do that as well. So we did everything that we are supposed to be doing, and trying to open up our arms and our hearts to try and connect with our people and do what we are, called to do.
Yeah, during this time, things started coming up like within their relationship, within Karen and her sister EJ's relationship. And we were happy to help, but it was just like things that they were going through. They wasn't getting along with each other. They was arguing and fighting and cursing each other out in the house.
So we took time out of our days to go mediate and help and try and help them through those situations.
Yeah, multiple days, whole days sitting at the house trying to talk to them, trying to mediate with them. It was difficult to get through to the sister. It was just so much warfare going on at the time. And, they were talking about, from the day they got here, they were talking about going back to the States. They lacked faith to be over here to begin with, which is something we found out afterwards. We didn't know beforehand. And they were dealing with their family members as well. Their family members were constantly calling them crazy, trying to convince them to come back to the States, telling them that they don't need to connect with us because, we're going to basically, y'all know how people think in the States, like, oh, you going over there to Africa, they're gonna get you, like they were just feeding them all this stuff. So we constantly had to go over there and try to minister to them. Like, no, like, you told us, the Most High told you to come over here and connect with us and to trust us. That's what you need to do. Like, it's going to be warfare. Like, this is to be expected. We were ministering to them, praying with them, everything. Yeah. So, time goes on or whatever. Everything is good. The relationship between us was good. It was just her and her sister. They was having problems or whatever. So, fast forward, long story short, there comes a point in time where within a space of like 5 minutes, everything changed.
So you've been watching and we've been talking about it, but things aren't as cut and dry as we would wish they should be here over in Africa. We have to go through a lot of ups and downs with building things, connecting with people, getting the right people, moving the wrong people out of the way, making sure that we moving and doing our projects in the right way. Mm-hmm. We were entrusted by this woman to build her house the way that she wants it built without her having to be involved at all.
And get a borehole as well and solar panels.
Get her whole entire area for her home set up.
And the fence too. Hey sis, so we at your land now. They working on your borehole.
Borehole, fence, solar panels, and the entire house being built. Mm-hmm. And she told us, I don't want to be stressed out about it, so I'm going to just let y'all handle it and do y'all thing. Mm-hmm. So that's what we were doing this entire time. We were sacrificing our time. Our team members, one of our brothers actually sacrificed and stayed out there overnight to make sure things were doing properly, and ended up getting malaria from staying out there to make sure that their house was being built. And quite frankly, me and my wife, we don't even have a house being built yet. The brother who was out there, he don't have a house in this type of position that's being built yet. So we all are sacrificing our time and energy and effort into making sure that these people were in a good position and good. And unfortunately, the reality of trying to help people is sad, because we are dealing with so many generational curses and so much hurt. Idle mind is the devil's playground. Mm-hmm. And if you unfortunately sitting at home and not doing anything and not working and not focused on nothing, you're only going to look within and you're going to drive yourself crazy. Mm-hmm. The devil's just going to be able to be in your ear and just whisper sweet nothings all day until you're able to I don't know, until you just fall off your wagon, really, literally.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen people get talked out of their blessing. This is a prime example of someone being talked out of their blessing because they are focused on the wrong thing and not focused on anything.
And letting other people get in their ear.
Letting other people get in their ear. So go ahead, talk about how other people get in their ear.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, it was the family issue that we had to deal with initially, fighting against family members that we don't know, that we can't see, that are literally fighting against us unbeknownst. Well, we don't know who these people are, but we were just told, by her that, they didn't want them to be here, and, they would refuse to help them. These are old people. They don't know how to use the phones. They don't know how to use emails. Like, they're raised in a generation where they didn't have those things. So this stuff is, and they didn't learn. So this stuff is new to them. So they're literally over here they're dependent on their family and us to help them, and their family members is just leaving them high and dry. There may have been like one or two of them that was helping them, but the majority of them just basically like, oh, y'all want to go over there, like whatever. Okay, so the house that we I told y'all that we went and got her a house or whatever. There was a man who lives, and he don't live in the house, but if y'all live in Africa or y'all seen our videos, usually there's a big house and then there's a smaller, like you can call it like a shack out right beside the house where the workers stay, whether it's a nanny or they call them sometimes houseboys, who are people who I don't like that term, but whatever, that's what they say. But basically it's like somebody who lives on the premises, who keeps the house, who keeps the premises, they landscape or whatever, fix something goes wrong, they fix it. So there was a man, a Rasta man, who was living there, and we met with him and everything, and we was like, hey, these two older ladies are coming, like, here, and, like, we're going to keep an eye on them and make sure you take good care of the premises or whatever. And, we don't expect no riffraff, whatever. So he said, okay, cool. So he winds up beginning to prey on Karen. He begins to start asking her for money. He begins to start telling her that he's not being paid by the owner of the home that he's living at. He begins to tell her that he needs money for this, money for that. And so, she would tell us, like, she told us, she's like, yeah, he asked me for money. Like, is he being paid? And we were like, yes, he's being paid. Like, you're not supposed to give him no money. Like, yeah. And she's like, oh, he's always asking for money. He's always asking for this and this, that, and the third. So that's when we started to realize that he had saw her as a great opportunity to come up in the world.
We've learned since we've been here, and a lot of our Tanzanian subscribers can attest to this, and comment down below and let people know. A lot of people, when they meet Americans, unfortunately, a lot of the people here are still in poverty, and they still have a poverty mindset. So when they meet someone who they think is rich or who they think is well off, they're going to try to latch on to them as tight as they can and do whatever they can to stay connected. So we noticed that this brother was moving in that way. And then the brother that I connected with them to help from my basketball team, he even co-signed and was like, yeah, man, this guy, he doesn't mean well. And we even expressed that to her. We were like, listen, this guy doesn't mean well. We've experienced these type of people before. We trying to give advice and trying to let her know what we've experienced, what we've seen, and do what we are called to do, what we were asked to do when she arrived. So we let her know that this is what was going on, but she continuously
rejected us, did not listen to us. And on top of that, this man is a drunk too. Like, this is not somebody you should be listening to. And just a caveat here for any women, single women who are coming, single or married, widowed, divorced, whatever your status is. If you're not here with a man and you decide to go out and date or entertain these men, please be careful. Please get a background check. Please inquire around of people if this is a good person that you should be dealing with. And lastly, use your own discernment. If somebody is a drunk, somebody's bleaching their skin, if somebody is doing things that are outside of the ordinary, you should probably not attach yourselves to them, because you're going to get whatever it is that person has in store for you. Usually 9 times out of 10, it's not good. And this is not to say, oh, all the Tanzanians are like this. No, this is just a certain subset of them who behave like this. And you have to be safe when you're coming here. I know so many women who've been taken advantage of by some of the African men and the African American men. It's not just specific to Africans. This is just anybody in general, men in general, women in general. It's people that are out here to take advantage of you. And you need to be listened to wisdom. If somebody is telling you, don't get involved with this person, you're thinking with your, you know what, instead of your brain. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I guess she was lonely, and you know, her husband wasn't over here, so she allowed this man to latch himself onto her and form their relationship and do what they did. So fast forward, everything was good. You know, we're building. We got, at this point, we've got her fence built. Y'all saw the video. The fence was already built. Her borehole was already dug. We got her solar panels. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is start building a house. So we started building the house. We sending her regular updates. These are the bricks coming in. This is the foundation. This is the da 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 da. And she's like, one day she's like, oh, I want to go out there and go visit or whatever. So we're like, okay, cool. So we like go out there, like, you know,
we took her the first time.
Yeah, we took her the first time, which is when y'all saw in the video.
Yeah.
And then the second time, she's like, she wanted to go out there after, you know, she decided she wanted to see her house. So we're like, okay, cool. So we like, well, call one of the boda guys that we had hooked her up with. He'll take you out there or whatever. Whenever you're ready to go out there and see. So she goes out there with the man, the Rasta drunk man, and the boda and her sister. And let's backtrack a little bit. Backtrack. So they're going on their way out there. Now the fundi, fundi is another word for a construction worker who was working on her house. He was being fired that day. Coincidence, right? He was being fired that day because the place where we were getting her materials from, the hardware store, we found out the owner of the hardware store called our other partner who was helping with the house and told him that the construction worker, the head guy construction worker over her house, was not a good person. He had been stealing cement and things of that nature, little small stuff, and also that he had been going behind us or going before us to tell them, hey, when they get here, up the price. So like, I know we told you it was this price, but like, for example, if we told him it was something was like 15,000 T shillings per, he would tell them, oh, go mark it up to 25, 30K when they get here. And we don't, what can we do? It's not like they don't have the prices written on the things. It's just whatever they tell you the price is. So he was working with or trying to work with somebody, and then the owner of the store caught onto it because he didn't want to ruin their relationship with us, because we always in there buying materials, buying wood, buying cement, buying paint, buying da da da. So he like, I'm not like, no. Like, y'all workers is gonna mess this up. So no, he called us and told us. So our partner told him like, hey, you know, we know what you was doing, and after you finish this part of the house, you're no longer going to be working with us. Which he shouldn't have done that. We told him that, but we live and we learn, right? We like, look, next time we fire somebody, you don't tell them in advance why they still working on the place. You tell them after they finish. But we had paid him to complete. So what we do is we build in stages. We don't just give somebody all the money for the house. No, they can potentially run off with that. That's not wise. So we build in stages. So we're like, all right, we pay you for the foundation. You done with that? Now we pay you for the next part. Oh, you done with that? Now you install the windows. We pay you for that. So we pay in stages. So he was building. He was on the roof. He was on the roof section of the house. So we was like, we had already discussed amongst ourselves. Once he get done with the roof part, he out of there. So our partner wound up telling him that he was going to be fired the day before they went out there. Karen and them went out there with the Rasta. My gosh.
Since we're here, gotta show y'all some of the products real quick.
This I'm not your body baby. Not your body.
Yeah. Natural products.
Not your body.
Yeah.
Not your body.
Yeah. Yeah. Come closer. Come. Busy Beachy. So when they go out there with the Rasta, this guy who was about to be fired, he took it upon himself to try and speak directly to Karen through the Rasta.
Yeah, because he don't speak English. The fundi construction worker, the head guy, he don't speak English. So he got to talk through translation.
Mm-hmm. So he attempted to lie and tell the Rasta man that we are actually not planning to build a house, that they're standing in front of. He told them we're not planning on building the house that they were standing in front of. We plan on taking the money and running out of the country, and we don't plan on giving them a house. We plan on stealing a house, and we're just playing a game with them. We're just wasting their time.
And they need to hire him they need to kick us off the project, because he don't know that's our whole project. He just think he building a house for somebody and that we getting something out the deal. Mind you, we haven't gotten any money. We didn't charge this lady to help build her house. So yeah, he says that, and he's like, oh, he's telling the Rasta, they working together. He like, oh, tell her that she needs to fire us, and hire him. And then they was going to basically take advantage of her together, right? So we didn't tell her because, for one, these are older people. They don't need this type of stress on them. And we already got the situation handled. He's fired. Like, it's nothing he can do. Once he finished this part, we pay him for it. He's gone. We're going to get another construction worker. Right. Yeah. She told us she didn't want to be involved. She wanted to sit in the house. We're going to build her house. So we like, all right. We already had the next Fundi worker lined up and everything. We was good. But this happened. Of course, the devil works, So she heard that, and so he's telling her, and then the Rasta's like, his brain lights up, like, oh my gosh, like perfect opportunity. So they wind up teaming up together. They got each other's numbers, and it just went downhill from there.
First, she tried to call us, and we had a small conversation with her. We were like, she asked us about it. She confronted us and told us what was going on, and we were like, well, you told us not to tell you. Keep you out of the loop because we didn't want to stress you out. But yeah, so basically we got to fire this man because of what he did, going to the hardware stores and stealing some of the material. So now we have to fire him. That's why he's trying to say this to you, to pull you away. You got to keep your faith. Trust me.
Like you said,
you know what's going on. So these people are trying to stop what we are building. You have to keep your faith. Please do not allow them to pull you off focus on what you know, what you told us to do and what we're trying to work on. But unfortunately, soul ties are real, you guys. Unfortunately, an idle mind is the devil's playground. Unfortunately, this woman was taken advantage of by this man, and he's been whispering sweet nothings in her ear this entire time. And she's taking it upon herself
to listen.
And also, this is the part that's going to mess y'all up. She have hired people. Someone came and assaulted me to try and intimidate me and scare me for doing something that I haven't even done. I've been accused of trying to steal from this woman, from her now, because of what somebody else has said.
And the house is there.
House is there at the house.
You can see it for yourself. Y'all saw it on the video. The fence was there, the borehole, the solar panel. And talking about we going to run out of the country and go where? We building a whole community here. Where we going to go? We got a YouTube channel. Like what? Like, come on. Like, it's not making sense.
Yeah. So this is the 100th of time that we've been having to deal with this. But now we're exposing it now.
Yeah.
We can't keep dealing with this. It's 2024 and the only reason evilness and craziness keep going is because people are scared to say something. Man, y'all not about to keep coming and playing with me and my family. If you're not coming to work, if you're not coming to build, if you're not coming to have some faith, man, leave us alone.
Right.
Leave us alone.
Right.
We're being targeted and messed with for lies that's being brought up from people with the poverty mindset. This is what we have to deal with.
She done went to the police now. He's convinced her, because remember, none of these people speak English. So this man, the Rasta drunk man who's taking advantage of her. Oh, we didn't even tell y'all about backstory real quick. They wound up, after their 6-month lease was up on the first house that we built, they wound up moving to another smaller house.
That was built, we got for them.
I'm sorry, the house that we got for them that they was paying rent at from the lady. They wound up moving out of there after 6 months because that Rasta man had convinced them to move out of their house and to move to another place, which was right down the street, which was cheaper. And I guess they was with it too because it's cheaper than what they was paying at, but it was a smaller house. It wasn't as nice, but he wanted them to move out of there because he was getting the Delali fee. If y'all don't know what a Delali fee is, it's basically like a realtor fee in the States. So he had convinced them to move out of their house and move down the road to another house so he can get the Delali fee. But he didn't tell them that. He didn't tell them that he was going to get the Delali fee. He just was making it seem like, oh, I got somewhere cheaper y'all can go to. So they wound up listening to him, moving over there, didn't even like the house they moved into. And he was the owner of that house that they moved into, was calling to complain. Now, this is the crazy part. Everything that people are doing, they coming back and telling us because people know. People who deal with us, they know what's up. They know that we're stand-up people and that they getting money too. Like we're paying people, like
we're helping people,
we're paying people to buy materials from them, buy goods and services from them. So they don't want to mess up their relationship with us. So the owner of that house winds up calling his basketball friend brother that had been helping them and was like, who is this guy, this Rasta man? Like, he's not good. Like, he's over here demanding money from me because he said that he was the one that brought them over here to this house. He was like, I don't even know this man. You know, like, he was like, I know him because he brought them over here, but I don't have no relationship with him. I never said I was gonna give him no money. Like, what? So he was over there harassing and intimidating the owner of the house to give him some money from them. And we told her that. We like, look, you need to stop messing with this man. Like, he is over here harassing people, trying to get money off from y'all that y'all paid or whatever. So she still didn't listen. So now, fast forward again. So now he's convinced her. Remind you, their whole intentions is to get us off this project, to get us out the country. Okay, so that they can continue to work on this lady's house and continue to build and get the money themselves. So now he's done had her went to the police station and convinced her to open up a case to say that we're not building her house. We're using with the house that's already built. We're using our YouTube channel to steal from people. Okay. And I'm like, what? We didn't even know you. You came to us. You joined a business legitimately. Everything's legitimate. Everything's documented. We have everything. Like, so, and that we're planning to run out of the country and take her money in the house. I'm like, take her money? The money's already spent on the house and everything else we built. It's just crazy. It really doesn't make sense. It's just fantastic.
And the craziest part, y'all, is we've attempted to have conversation with this woman.
Yeah.
Because we were at a phase when we initially got the information that she was upset. I told her, like, hey, this is what happened.
Block their numbers, which she didn't do.
Yeah, we did. We told her, block their numbers. This is what happened. Please don't listen to them. I gave her the real. She wanted to know what happened. I'm like, okay, this is what happened. We had to fire him because of this. And we already got somebody that's lined up. Don't worry about it. Just block them out of your mind. Block them out of your life. We're going to get your house finished. Mm-hmm. We're still working to move forward. Man, I get a call from the sister. They talking crazy. Like, oh, the sister called and said, Karen don't believe in the project no more. She's lost faith in what's going on. What else did she say? She don't trust me no more. Basically talking reckless.
She going back to the States.
Yeah, she going back to the States, and
they're going back to the States together.
Yeah, and
they don't want to be a part of the project, and all this stuff. So we like, what? And we like literally shocked and like hurt and angered, like all the emotions at once. Cause we like, what? Like, you literally was there and saw the house being built. Why would you listen? You don't even know this man. This man is a crook. Literally a crook. Like, he's trying to. You're enabling him to steal from you. It's just crazy. And so,
hold on, we got to. Mm-hmm. When we were at the same time we were trying to talk, and the sister called us and gave us the information. Mm-hmm. My wife was literally trying to call and see,
begging her to get on the phone. I'm like, please.
I'm trying to paint your walls, lady. We literally at the site trying to get the information to see what color she want on her walls.
What color she want. That was the last time we heard from them. So I'm like calling her after she sent us that long. After it wasn't even, mind you, Karen has never, besides the initial time she called us and was like, hey, this is what they did. And we was like, no, don't listen to them. She was cool. She was like, all right, cool. I'm going to block them and go on about our business. This was like 2 or 3 days later. I guess the Rasta man had time to work on her and to convince her, like, no, it's not okay. You need to listen to this Fundi, because remember, the Fundi and the Rasta is communicating together because the Fundi don't speak English. So, you know, after Tim had initially spoke to her, she was good. And then like 2 days later, the sister called us. We haven't heard from Karen since that initial time we talked about it and told them. We never heard from her ever again. This was in February of this year. So the sister's now calling us now. And she's like, oh, you know, she said what she said on the phone. So we like, all right, well, can you please put her on the phone so we can talk to her and, you know, like handle this like adults, you know, like Hebrews, like children of the Most High. We're supposed to talk to each other, get to the bottom of stuff. Y'all know the scriptures, what they say. If you got a problem with your brother, come to him, talk to him, figure it out. If y'all can't figure it out, then go to, it's a whole sequence of events that's supposed to happen. So I'm like on the phone with her. I'm like, please give her the phone. She like, she won't take the phone. She won't answer the phone. She said she don't want to talk to y'all. She lost faith in y'all. She going back to the States. She don't want to have nothing to do with y'all. So I was like, for real? I was like, that's crazy. I said, how's she not going to talk to us and not building her house? I said, well, can you at least ask her what color she want on the walls? She don't want to talk to you. She don't want to talk to you. I'm like, well, I can't continue to build her house. This is the next phase of it. Is I have to get some more information from her. Like, because we got the basic information of like how she want the house. She wanted a brick house. She wanted how many bedrooms. We got all that stuff, but now we down to the details. Like, you know, and I told her, once we get to this point, I'm gonna call you, or you're gonna come with me to the shop and pick out which materials you want exactly. The tiles for your floors, your paint and everything like that. So we already had our game plan. So I'm like, well, can you at least ask her what color she wanted? Why she don't want to talk to you? She refuses. I was like, wow. I said, are y'all for real? I said, this is childish. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So she's sending us nasty messages on my phone. So I told her, I said, please don't text or call my phone with that no more.
Yeah.
Please don't do that anymore.
And after that, unfortunately, we saw one of her children comment on our videos saying we scamming her.
Yeah, saying talking crazy under the video. So mind you, this whole time now, she's talking to us through other people. She's refusing to talk to us herself. She's talking to us through the roster man. She's trying to talk to us through Ellen. So that's when we told her, like, no, like, that's not how we don't do that. Like, if you're not gonna talk to us directly, don't talk to us at all. So yeah, so then let's jump forward to when we was assaulted, which was just happened yesterday. Right. So we're I keep saying we're because we're together, but it was Tim. He was at the Eco Village on a tour with clients. And we're showing them the property because at this point she has made it clear to us and told us through other people she don't want to be involved in the project. She want to sell the house and she going back to the States. Now whether she does that or not, I don't know. But that's what she told us, she want to sell the house. So we're like, okay, cool. So we doing the tour. We show everybody everything on the tour. You know, show them the farm, show them the houses, show them all around the property, whatever. If they want to buy land, we go show them what's available, right? So we're showing them the house, right? And here she comes. Well, it wasn't even her. It wasn't even her at first. She was in the back hiding somewhere. We didn't even see her. Some man. You tell the story.
Yeah, some man that thought I would be scared came to the property. And I asked him nicely. I was like, Mambo Kaka, Kwanini Hapa. Like, why are you here? Basically, why are you here? What's going on?
Yeah, because he just walking on the property. Yeah. Like, who are you?
I don't know what's going on, bro.
Right.
Who are you? What's going on? So he immediately began to say, "This is my country. I can go anywhere. I'm a free man. I can do whatever I want to do."
Yelling and raising his voice.
Oh, what's going on, brother? I'm just trying to figure out who you are. You don't have to act like that. I'm just trying to see why are you here. Let me know who you are. Is there a problem that I'm here? I didn't say it was a problem, bro. I'm just asking you, why are you on this property right now? What is going on?
Right.
And then he begins to pull out his phone and record me like I'm doing something wrong. Like, are you upset now? I said, yeah, I'm getting upset now because you acting like a woman. I asked you man to man, what are you doing here? And you getting irate and trying to act like you're supposed to intimidate me or something because this is your country. I have every right to be where I am right now. So I have nothing to be fearful of. And I'm going to keep talking to your camera and make sure you tell whoever you're recording to subscribe and see that I'm helping my people move over here. So as he's in the process of recording me, I'm watching him shaking and be nervous. So I'm like, man, what is going on here?
Right, like we still confused. Well, I keep saying we because he told me the story, but he's still confused. Like,
you still ain't told me who you are.
Are you?
And now you're looking scared.
You
like,
got
what
your
is going on?
You recording? Like, what? We never seen you before a day in our lives.
So yeah, he saw him. I'm like, who are you, bro? And he basically ended up turning his phone off because I told him, I said, man, you acting like a dada. Like I'm talking to you man to man. Tell me who you are. And then he turned his phone off. He hit me and put his hand on me and assaulted me. I literally had to push his hand away from me to stand in my ground and let him know that I'm not going out like that.
Yeah.
And we literally facing eye to eye, ready to swing on each other. But one of his friends came and grabbed him and pulled him away.
Yeah, he was like, you want to fight? And then the other guy, the Rasta man who she's dealing with, jumped up too. He started acting crazy. So they trying to tag team him.
Yeah.
Thinking like, because usually we there on our own or whatever, but we ain't scared.
Yeah, luckily this day too, I wasn't gonna back down if I was by myself, but I had a witness, the tour person that I had on tour.
Witnesses to everything.
And if it wasn't for him,
go ahead.
He actually was the elder in the situation to help mediate and cool things down. Mm-hmm. Literally, she was
standing there the whole time watching it. She never once told the man, because when he first walked up, it was just him by himself. So that's why he was asking him like, well, what are you doing here? Like, who are you? And then once I guess she heard voices being raised, she come out and then she's just standing there watching the fight, sitting back. She never once said, hey, stop, like, don't do that. Like, no, that's not what we came here for. So her intentions already was wrong. Like, you sending these people up here to assault us, to harass us, intimidate us. And then the other Rasta man jumped up. This is my country. Da, 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 da. just saying, talking crazy like they're gonna do something.
They tried to scare me, but they didn't. That's why I'm here talking now. That's why I'm here to tell this story. But that's why I'm continue to shine light on our journey and the process of what we've been going through from helping our people. No, we're not gonna stop. No, we're not gonna quit. But we gonna shine light on this negativity and this demons. Foolishness that our people are coming over here with. This is sickening. I can't. Oh my God, these people are old enough to be my grandparents, and this is what I have to deal with. But I'm not gonna keep dealing with it. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I can tell you that. So man, if you're thinking about coming over here and connecting with us, if you're thinking about coming over here and building with us, man, keep your faith. Don't come playing. Don't come complaining. Don't come trying to backslide when it gets tough. This is tough. This is not easy. This is not something that is going to be a cakewalk. I tell people every time now, if you want to come and build with us, you got to have thick skin. You got to have a strong mindset, because the enemy is going to come and try and take what we are working on. We've seen it happen to so many different people. Y'all see us keep elevating. Y'all see the platform. Y'all see the fruit. Y'all see the fruit.
She said it herself. She see the fruit.
We've had people that were supposed to be with us. We trying to pull up everybody, and nobody is coming because everybody keep getting talked away from somebody in their ear pulling them down. We trying to help everybody. Y'all seen us bring people on the platform. They were on the platform. We keep interviewing people and trying to put them on.
And then they turn around and act crazy. Like, you know, like, it's just crazy, you know, like.
So I'm good. You can investigate me all you want. You can search high and low. I'm good. You
gonna find nothing.
I don't care. I can stand on my platform strong and say I'm not stealing from nobody. I don't have to steal from nobody. I have gifts. I have talents. I have a mindset. And the best thing I got is a rider that's going to help me to get anything I need done. So what I need to steal from anybody?
Especially an old lady. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Be for real.
So yeah, y'all, we sick of it.
Yeah. And then that was the last straw yesterday. Like, you gonna bring these people up here to the property to assault us, and you gonna sit back and not say it. She didn't say a word the whole time. She's sitting back happy. Got everybody, she throwing a rock hot in her hand. She got everybody doing her dirty work for her, but she won't say a word. She got her family members harassing us. She got the people over here harassing us. You know, it's just really sad how people act. And I know it's a spirit because I've seen it done to other people who are helping people. I've seen people bother Alita Israel. She's building houses for people in Ghana. People are harassing her and making videos, trying to come search for allegations and make up stuff. You know, I've seen it done with RJ. He said he went to jail for 30 days.
We had somebody go to jail in Senegal.
30 days for helping somebody, and the case was thrown out.
Why it was thrown out?
The lady didn't even show up to court. So if you really got scammed, you're going to be at court, which all your evidence ready to say, hey, this is what happened. You didn't show up because you didn't have nothing. You're making up stuff. It's just crazy. And like you said, like, this is not a knock to all Tanzanians. This is not a knock to all African Americans. This is just shining a light on a subset of what's going on. And unfortunately, a lot of times, negativity has a light shine on it because people thrive off of people look at negativity. They like to see, they like drama, they like gossip, they like the tabloids, you know, they like the fantastical narratives. But the truth is really just simple. People are losing faith. People are being scammed by people over here.
People are making soul ties.
And people are making soul ties with people who are not their spouses.
That's causing problems. And it ain't our fault, bro.
It's not our
fault. It ain't our fault. We doing what we supposed to do. We still bearing fruit. The Most High still continuing to bless us and move us in the direction that we know we're supposed to be going. Every time we deal with these type of things, it's nothing but a distraction to try and stop us. But now we slaying demons on the platform.
Yeah. So
I ain't going out like that no more. Nah, y'all leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave my family alone. If you ain't coming on your work, bruh, don't come to me. I ain't got time to sugarcoat it with nobody no more. I don't got time to play games no more. You see what we on. You see the mission. You see the work. If you want to come and see, book a tour with my people so you can go and see what we got. Like, y'all, it's a new season. It's a new time. And y'all gonna learn how to honor and respect people, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta learn.
The ungratefulness is crazy. Like, these folks that didn't lift a finger this whole time, sitting up pretty in the house, chilling, and decided to allow the devil in.
Yep. So we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep doing what we gotta do. And one reason You anything else you want to say?
That's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I don't
Yeah.
know if I left out anything,
But one reason we are able to continue to keep going and keep pushing and keep going hard on this journey is because we have mental strength. And we built our mental strength by working out and being physically fit and continuously working out. So we are inviting our people that want to come with us and join us on our journey. We are starting a fitness challenge. This is one of the most important things that you need on your journey to be over here strong and have a strong mindset. You have to go to the gym or go in your house and work out daily. Work out at least 3 to 4 times a week so that you can test yourself and strengthen yourself, not only physically, but mentally as well. When we go to the gym and when you go work out, you're not only training your muscles, you're training your mental muscles as well, because that gives you the strength to keep persevering through things when they come your way. When things get hard, you can keep pushing. You have that mental memory of you pushing through your workouts, so you can use that as ammunition to keep going through your hard times. So we've been able to keep going on this journey because we set a firm foundation that we're going to keep working through no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in coming with us on this journey, we're starting a 30-day fitness challenge journey. You can join us on May 1st. And we're going to go through the entire month, holding each other accountable, checking in every day so that we can make sure that we reach the goals that we set together. All right.
Also, we are planning a tour for the end of July. So if you're interested in visiting Bagamoyo, Dar es Salaam, and Zanzibar with us, then go ahead and go to our website, t3me.org/tours, and you guys can sign up, pay a deposit, and come on the tour. It's going to be 5-star luxury. We're going to explore all the slave dungeons, the slave castles, the door of no return. We're going to go to Zanzibar, see the beautiful waters, see some of the historical sites. We're going to go see the food forest. And so we got a lot of good stuff planned.
And also, if you're thinking about coming over here to the continent of Africa, we've created a comprehensive relocation guide from America, Babylon to Tanzania. So if you're interested in coming over here and getting a comprehensive relocation guide to tell you from everything from coming over here retiree, from coming over here single, from coming over here married, and coming over open up in a business, or if you want to come over here and try to get a job, I think we have all that information laid out for you in our ebook. So if you're interested in getting that, click the link in the description box so that you can get your copy, all right? And also, we offer repatriation consultations for those who are interested. If you're thinking about coming over here, I will sit down on the phone with you for 1 hour, answer all the questions that you have from front to back so that you can have a smooth transition for you and your family, all right? And also, if you want to get a consultation, an herbal consultation, my wife offers herbal consultations to help you get the information so that you can heal from the inside out before you start your journey, all right? So if you're interested in getting a relocation consultation or herbal consultation, hit us up at t3me.org/consultations and book it so that we can get you your help, all right? So yeah, y'all, if you made it to the end of the video, we thank you for your time. We thank you for your attention. We don't take it for granted that you stayed tuned to the end. And unfortunately, we had a story to bring to light today,
which we hate doing. I hate doing stuff like this. I'd much rather be talking about something else.
Yeah, but this is the reality of the journey, and this is what happens on the journey. So we all hear stories about what happened with Marcus Garvey, with the people within the movement. Yeah. We all heard about what happened with Malcolm X within the movement. So maybe if they was vlogging, if they was doing their journey like this, they probably would have been doing the same thing, probably.
Yeah, because it's always a scandal.
Always.
That's always how they try to take out somebody who's doing something great. Yeah. Is with a scandal or with an inside job. Yep. That's the oldest playbook. It's the same playbook just being repeated. Scandal, enemies within. Scandal, enemies within. I mean, it's just the same. It's the same thing. Try to pinpoint a scam or a scandal on them, try to ruin their reputation, and then follow it up with the enemies within. You know, it's been done so many times. It's just getting old at this point.
Yep. So we are here standing strong to let people know that this is a part of it, and we standing strong. We're not backing down. I don't care what you're talking about. You're not gonna fear me out of what I've been called to do.
Yeah.
Like I've been shot at in Memphis, bro. Like I'm not. This is nothing.
Yeah.
I've been through hell and high water, bro. Y'all gone, bro. Y'all coming to the wrong one. So we focused. We doing what we are supposed to do. We stand on the path. Don't come bothering us. Leave us alone.
If you don't have good intentions, leave us alone, because what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself on the YouTube video.
Or burned.
Right. Or possibly dead. And let's keep it all the way 100. Like people have been taken advantage of. We all saw what was going on. And I'm not saying that these people that passed away because of any wrongdoing of their own. I'm just saying people are opportunistic, and they will see you by yourself over here and take advantage of you. That's why you need to stick with your community and your family members and the people who the Most High sent you to. Period.
Yeah. So if you're coming over here, be wise in your movement, be wise in your judgment, and man, keep your family close. Don't let these enemies get to you, man. They're gonna try and throw them darts and do crazy things, but you gotta stay strong and keep the faith, all right?
People need to stop, and this is something we talked about in our last video we did, talking about these people that be acting like this. People need to hold these people accountable. I get upset when people make excuses for people. Oh, she's an old lady. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Man. It doesn't matter. I'm a young lady, so I should, like, what's the difference? If you're old enough to know what you're doing, that's wrong. Like, it doesn't matter if you're an old lady. If you're doing wicked things and you're allowing evil and slander and gossip and all these things to rise up within you, and you're acting out on it, you're an enemy. Man. Like, let's start calling people what they are. Like, people keep trying to make excuses for people. Oh, she's dealing with things. Oh, you know, her husband is not here. Or, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have to, you know what you're doing. You continue to make the wrong decisions over and over and over again. You're standing wrong and strong in what you're doing. So you have to face the consequences. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're an old lady, a young lady, auntie, an uncle, a cousin. People need to start holding people accountable, because you're attached to the project as well. Especially people who are attached to the projects. It's like if we fail, everyone fails. Which we're not gonna fail. But I'm just saying, like, people need to be, where the warriors at? Man, we the only warriors over here fighting. We on the front lines. We getting sliced up, diced up, stabbed. Man, you get people running up pretending like they want to help, like on Zoom calls. Oh, we got you. Like, still, and people trying to attach themselves to us just to get some clout, and then they running off talking crap on online and around the town. Like, we the only ones like on the front wall, like fighting these people. So where are all the people that's supposed to be behind us? Also holding these people accountable. Why is nobody not saying nothing? Why is only just us on here talking about and exposing these people? I know y'all dealing with them too. Y'all dealing with them. Y'all told us. Y'all gotta stop being so shaky, man. So this is a call to everyone to be accountable. Hold everybody else accountable, because once we get rid of the enemies within, then we can operate. Y'all seen what happened with the Haitian rebellion. What's the first thing they did? Got the snakes. All the snakes was gone. And I'm not saying we're going to go out and kill anybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying they have to be exposed. You have to shine a light on these people. You know, stop getting online and running to different channels trying to see what's going on. You don't even know what's going on. You just interested in drama. This is not drama. This is not daytime television. This is real life. Man. Real life. People's lives are attached to this. People's families are attached to this. People's money is attached. This is not a game. I'm not going to play with nobody no more. Period. I hope y'all feel the seriousness in us. Don't come over here to play with us. Don't come over here to play with the Most High who sent us over here. Play and gossip in your own corners and do what y'all gonna do, but don't bring it to us. Don't bring it to me. Don't bring it to me. Please. Yeah, man. So y'all hold these people accountable. Stop acting like that. You have a platform, you claim you trying to help the people. Sometimes we gotta have a tough conversation. Especially when all other avenues have been exhausted. Man. No, it's time to bring it before the assembly now. Yep. So yeah, y'all, we made it to the end of the video. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the support. And be wary of who you trusting out here. Everybody say shalom, shalom, peace. Don't mean that. Some of these people running games. Some of these people are on quest to do the wrong thing. So make sure you are weary of who you trust and who you put your all into, all right? Y'all be safe out there and keep the shalom peace, all right?